Hello, my name is Stephen Kyle, and this is my pitch. Anagrams are words that are formed from letters that are mixed up from other words. So whichever word you can see here, I want you to look at it, and I want you to mix it up, and I want you to form another word with the word that you're looking at. Just take a second to do that. And by a show of hands, how many are able to do that? I'd like to see hands up. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. Gets a little harder in round two. And remember, you have to use all of the letters to make the new word. I'll give you a couple of seconds. How many were able to do that? Oh, fantastic. Last one. Take a few seconds. How many of you are able to do this one? Okay, far fewer hands. Keep them up for just a second. Okay, you can put them down. Interestingly, there are about 4 times as many hands up on this side as this side, which is interesting considering that you both had the same word. All of you had the same word this time around. Okay, it's interesting. We'll get back to that in a second. Some people feel that certain groups are disadvantaged due to systemic bias. Other people feel that hard work and good decisions can elevate anybody out of their current situation. The fact is they're both right. Hard work and good decisions does create upward mobility, but we have to recognize that there's a psychological cost associated with those decisions. Case in point, I reduced the effectiveness of this half of the room in under 60 seconds, and all I had to do was show them 2 unsolvable anagrams. Okay? Now, the psychological beating that they took from that experience prevented them from doing as good a job as they did over here. So, do we say that this half of the room is dumber or lazier, or that they should have maybe worked a little bit harder to get the word? Or do we recognize that everybody, and I mean everybody's prior experience, generates a psychological cost that impacts their future performance? That's an important thing. Now, of course, individually, we are all responsible for our own actions and the decisions that we make, absolutely. But as a society, we have an obligation to pay down the cost of those psychological decisions. And by way of my TED Talk, I will talk about what those psychological decisions are and how we can mitigate them. And there are a couple that I can talk about right now. One of them is, actually, my time is up. Thank you very much, and good night. Thank you. Unfortunately, I lose the dramatic walk-off.